2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's head out to the action.
Nicely done.
Playing from around 230 yards. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, that was left all the way off the club. Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for birdie. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an under-par score.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Pretty good shot there.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135. Wow, that drive, that had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. That takes great skill. Lovely shot out of the sand. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Teeing off here at the third hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Left yourself an opportunity. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the third.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today. And that will drop in for birdie. sitting at 12 under par for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
This hole is a par 3.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no. That dog will hunt.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's staring down 23 feet here. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That one had eyes for it the whole way.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
The lines aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough.
Nice out the rough here.
That's just inside the range. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, I like the look of this. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. Hey, nice looking line. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
This player is putting for fun.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left. They all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
He's in a share of 15th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Teeing off here at the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. He was on a good line. 3 feet to go here to the hole. For the par. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. That's some good golf right there. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. 5 shots off the lead.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
4 feet to the cup. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one might need to set. Wonderfully played. 7 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Jon Rahm, your leader, as we head to the next hole. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Oh, just missed. Well, that's a bit disappointing. A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And this is a familiar sight. Jon Rahm leads this tournament. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Setting up miles from the hole. That's frustrating. That's great golf there. So close to the eagle. Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. Looking really good, this one. That's a great putt to make, especially for an eagle. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. He's currently in the 5th position. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
A birdie putt awaits. Good looking putt. That's inside the range. And as we head to the next, it's John Rahm in the lead. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
This is looking pretty good in the air. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Birdie at the last. This for another. Looking better.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And after a birdie at the last, they'll take the honor on the hole.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Justin Thomas, he looks like he's having an absolute blast out there today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Sitting at +1. Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Handy effort, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, steady now. And back to the play, shall we? Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard.
Come on, don't be shy.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. A par putt awaits. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Oh, how about that one? He currently shares 4th position.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Great shot. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
This is their 5th shot. Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Putting for eagle here.
Looking really good.
Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? He's currently tied for 3rd.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
That could play. Well, you're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And a chance to move into a tie for 2nd here. This one started out on a good line. And with that putt, concludes this